Family and friends, welcome to my third and final episode on the series Mechanics of Life. Today we talk about money. I'll be the first to say I am no expert on the subject, so I will keep this short. And what I suggest here in this episode, I promise will not excite you in any way about it. At the same time, I do not mean to discourage anyone from the love of money. I do understand it serves a role as a motivator in life. However, I am here to explain why I think it surely isn't everything life has to offer. Actually, from my perspective, it offers very little to the true quality of life. True quality being love of God, love of self, family, ultimately true happiness. When I say it offers very little besides these obvious priceless aspects of life, I mean money is a blank page. It is what you make of it. Otherwise, it's just a stack of papers in a box or electronic numbers in the computer that you simply die and leave behind if you do nothing with it. On its own, it really has no value. And being in love with acquiring money, in my opinion, should be associated with being in love of spending it. What else is money good for? It's a tool for forward momentum, you see, not stagnant pause. I'll tell you a secret that is consistently true with money. If you don't spend it, someone else will. It is a mechanism of life for the fact that you exchange your time, and in most cases your health, to acquire it. A fact none of us taking part in modern society can escape to varying degrees. Ironically, we tell ourselves that we chase the money to have a better life. However, it is a lie that we tell ourselves to justify the pursuit. You see, we use money in exchange for goods and services. However, in reality, we are selling our time and physical body to acquire said goods and services. Now, when you look at it from that perspective, you have a clear understanding of the things that are truly of value. It is then you really question your health and your time. The sad truth is there is no such thought process in today's society. As a matter of fact, we are programmed to think the other way. And yes, you must, to some degree, take part in order to participate in this society and function on just the basic levels of this reality. The problem, in my opinion, is not wanting to attain money. The problem is that what we give up in order to do so. There's nothing wrong with being filthy rich if you can do it without sacrificing your relationships with God, yourself, and your family. Again, it goes back to the priorities that you set for yourself. What is the point of that money if it creates animosity between loved ones? Sibling rivalry, sickness and or death. What if you lose your soul in the pursuit of it? Can you imagine a bigger travesty? The trade-off for money is almost always unfair. There's always something to trade or lose for it unless you win the lottery. And even then, the choices made on how to use the money threatens the basic values of that winner's life circle. The rich teaches to invest your money. The poor teaches to save your money. Either are from two distinct schools of thought, with the rich constantly asking, how can I make my money work more for me? And the poor looking for a better way to save. Nothing wrong from either perspective, respectfully. However, as we know, it all yields different results. The rich employs the concept of compound interest through investments in assets, stocks, and bonds. The poor employs the exchange of time for money and empowers banking institutions to invest using their money through their savings account. Saving money has always been a staple of good financial practice. However, it is what you are saving for that truly sets the classes apart. See, saving to spend on assets that yield no return versus saving to spend on investments that do, either, like I said before, is really to the individual's preference. However, the returns you should look to yield most have no monetary value at all. That's because they are priceless. Regardless of the lifestyle you choose to live earning money, the most important consideration should be the lifestyle you choose to afford you time to spend with family and loved ones. Health is also of large concern because what is life without it? How do you engage, participate, travel to spend time with family? A conundrum that requires finesse and a whole lot of balance. This can only be attained through self-discipline. Self-discipline can only be attained by knowing your priorities. So with that said, family and friends, my best advice when it comes to money is to know exactly who you are and what you want out of life. Develop discipline to buy in the positive. In other words, pay cash for all your goods and services. Credit is good as a score, not as a balance. Develop the discipline to stick to your financial goals. Don't save money just because. Save for a purpose, towards a goal. If not, someone or something will spend it for you. Or you die never realizing the reward of your time and energy worked earning it. Have most of your money work for you. Invest in what can yield a return more than things that don't. Most importantly, find the balance between living to work and working to live. You do this by doing what you love. Money then becomes a result of what you do, not the reason why you do it. So ultimately, you can invest in the things that money cannot buy: a loving home, a relationship with our Creator, a legacy that inspires others. Stay tuned for my next series, Coping with Life Moments. We'll begin the series with the miracle of birth. Until then, family and friends, as always, may you have a meaningful and purposeful week. God bless.